If there's one name that makes the hearts of muscle car fans race faster, it's the Pontiac GTO. Born in the 1960s, the GTO didn't just join the muscle car scene, it created it. For decades, it has been a symbol of raw American power, aggressive styling, and a rebellious spirit. Now, what if the GTO made a comeback in 2026? Today, we explore what this modern rebirth could look like, from design and performance to its cultural impact. A legacy that started it all. The original GTO debuted in 1964, often hailed as the car that started the muscle car revolution. With a big V8 stuffed into a mid-size coupe, it gave everyday drivers the thrill of high performance. Over the years, it evolved through bold styling, monstrous engines, and legendary street presence. Models like the 1969 The Judge became instant icons, cementing the GTO as more than just a car. It was a statement. When Pontiac shut down in 2010, it felt like the final chapter had been written. But the GTO name has never truly faded. Enthusiasts still restore, race, and showcase these classics. That passion is what makes the idea of a 2026 revival so electrifying. Design. If the GTO were to return in 2026, its design would have to balance nostalgia with cutting-edge style. A long hood, and a fastback profile, hallmarks of the original, but with modern aerodynamics and sharp LED lighting. The front fascia could take cues from the split grille look of the late 60s models, reimagined with sleek, angular lines. Aggressive side vents, sculpted body panels, and wide rear haunches would communicate raw power. The rear could feature thin, horizontal taillights reminiscent of classic models, but integrated into a futuristic light bar. The cabin would be a major step up from its 20th century roots of think leather sport seats, digital driver displays, ambient lighting, and a heads-up performance readout. While the outside would pay homage to history, the inside would speak the language of modern performance luxury. Under the hood, a power for a new era. Any GTO worthy of its badge must deliver serious muscle. In a 2026 context, that could mean blending traditional V8 power with modern performance technology. One possibility, a twin-turbocharged 5.5-liter V8 producing 750-plus horsepower, paired with a mild hybrid system for instant torque and improved efficiency. For those leaning toward the future, an all-electric GTO could pack dual motors producing over 1,000 horsepower, with launch control and torque vectoring for blistering acceleration. Imagine 0 to 60 miles per hour in under 3 seconds, with no compromise on the raw engineered artificial exhaust notes could bring back that soul-stirring sound. Handling would be just as important as raw speed. Adaptive suspension, performance brakes, and selectable driving modes would let drivers go from comfortable cruising to track-ready aggression with the push of a button. Technology and features. The 2026 GTO wouldn't just be about brute force, it would also deliver advanced technology. Expect a high-resolution infotainment system with wireless connectivity, over-the-air software updates, and full integration with driver assist systems like adaptive cruise control and lane keeping assist. A performance telemetry system could give drivers instant feedback on lap times, G-forces, and acceleration. Augmented reality displays could project navigation and performance data directly onto the windshield, keeping the driver's focus on the road ahead. The cultural impact of a comeback. Reviving the GTO wouldn't just be about building a car, it would be about reigniting a cultural movement. Muscle cars have always been more than transportation, they're symbols of freedom, individuality, and raw expression. A modern GTO could bridge the gap between classic car purists and the next generation of performance enthusiasts. It could also stand as a defiant statement in an industry increasingly shifting toward bland, utilitarian designs. A GTO revival would remind the world that cars can still stir the soul, even in an era of electrification and strict regulations. Challenges ahead. Of course, a 2026 GTO would face challenges. Pontiac as a brand no longer exists, so it would fall on General Motors to bring it back under a different badge or revive Pontiac as a performance sub-brand. The costs of developing a new muscle car in today's market, especially one with unique engineering, are high. And it would have to meet increasingly strict emissions standards without losing the essence of the GTO. Yet, these challenges could also spark innovation. A hybrid or electric GTO could show that muscle car spirit can thrive in a greener future, proving that performance and responsibility can coexist.